Yes, let's get started. And hi everyone, this is Sai Pranendra from MSSQL School. For 2 decades, I have been into a big data platform completely on Microsoft technologies, and you'll see my love, my care, my comfort, and control on the technical aspects of the subject. Since my first job at Microsoft in 2005, I have been loving Microsoft data stack. And let me tell you one thing. Microsoft has everything you need or your company needs, right from cheaper data storage to advanced enhanced security access. Today we are going to learn one such wonderful, useful cloud technology for our upskill, that is Microsoft Fabric. What it is? Microsoft Fabric is a all-in-one solution. What does it mean? It can store files, databases and tables, apps, websites, and it can store unencrypted data, encrypted data, structured data, unstructured data, what and what not. Any type of data, Fabric has a solution now. What does it mean? Yes, Fabric has end-to-end implementation activities for data engineering. Fabric can help us for data factory implementations for big data loads and ETL, and data science, data warehouse, and real-time analytics. These are the main streams of Fabric when it comes to real-world implementation. And our course involves the data engineering activities. Fabric has various certifications. In our Fabric engineering course, we are going to concentrate on the main ETL stream to bring the data into Fabric. That includes data engineering, data factory, data science to some extent, warehouse, real-time analytics, and Power BI integrations and connections, part of my complete Power BI data engineering course. Now, why Fabric? Remember friends, there are a lot of cloud computing platforms to bring the data into a warehouse, and Fabric is one of them. But why? Why to go for Fabric? Why don't we go for Azure or Snowflake or Databricks or Google Cloud or AWS? I repeat, there are other competitors for Fabric. Azure from Microsoft and AWS from Amazon, Snowflake, Databricks, and Google Cloud Platform GCP, and competing with 5 various vendors. Fabric is sustaining and winning in lot of areas. Why? Because of its ease of use. Let me tell you, Fabric can make the things easier and straightforward. It helps us. Fabric knows how to get our comfort zone when it comes to data loads. Fabric can help us to read any type of data in a real-time data warehouse environment. Fabric can help us to analyze and report any type of big data in simple and seamless manner. Fabric is mainly meant for unified license. What does it mean? Very simple and straight, friends. Very simple and straight. Let's think practically. We are in 2025 now. Let me go back to my initial starting of my career. 2005, when I got my first job. 2005, from JNTU campus, I was selected. In campus interview, I got selected, and I have been to Microsoft in 2005. And I still remember I celebrated my campus interview selection with my mom and dad. I used to stay with them. They relocated from our local village to Hyderabad just because of me. And my father started real estate at that time, and it went well for quite some time. He is no more, but his blessings are always there with me. And everything I do, I always mean it. Well, that's the secondary. Now let me come to the primary part. I want to celebrate and I go to a restaurant, a small restaurant nearby in our just opposite to JNTU, Hyderabad housing board colony. We used to stay, third phase, and we would like to celebrate. And I still remember the restaurant is still there now. We go there, we eat and we come. But nowadays, for example, I would like to celebrate my son or my wife or like my birthday party. My family prefers to go for a buffet, and that is Fabric. As simple as that. Let me come to the point now. Azure, Snowflake, AWS, Databricks, and also GCP, they charge separately for ETL, separate charge for streaming activities, separate charge for warehouse, separate charge for storage, like storage buckets in AWS and GCP, Google Cloud, whereas containers in Azure. And we have something called stages in Snowflake. So separate charges, just like a la carte. Fabric is like a buffet. That is the actual concept. Yes, you heard it right. Fabric has one single charge point or one single scaling unit, wherein we can have easy, transparent pricing on all data engineering components, just like a buffet. No a la carte. One more important thing, friends. One more important thing. We only get charged by Microsoft for what we use. There is nothing like you pause it, otherwise you are getting billed. For example, still I remember like lot of experience I had with Azure, wherein I forgot to pause the pool, SQL pool we call in Azure. I forget to pause the warehouse in Azure. I get billed every month. Of course, the bill is actually every hour. It's not the case with Fabric. Same is the case with AWS also. Of course, there are triggers to automate the auto pause. But what if I don't configure the auto pause? Fabric wins the hearts of engineers, scientists, architects, and solution data designers activities. Fabric wins our hearts because things are very streamlined and straightforward. Using Fabric, we can have good amount of user interface ETL using Fabric Data Factory. And we have code-based activities using PySpark. Easy user analytics using Power BI. Remember, Power BI used to be a separate cloud for Microsoft in the past. Now Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. Fabric is the house, Power BI is a room inside the house. I mean app.powerbi.com is now routed to app.fabric.microsoft.com. So Power BI cannot be seen separately. Power BI is now into Fabric. And there are two certifications in Fabric as of now. One is with Power BI, other one without Power BI. Both we have two separate courses, each of them for 8 weeks. With Power BI, without Power BI. Things are a bit vast and we need to learn practically. Here are the two certifications for Fabric. What's the difference? At ground level, with Power BI left, without Power, say with Power BI right, without Power BI left. Fabric Data Engineer. This Fabric Data Engineer is mainly for the purpose of data activities like bringing the data. What is it? Bringing the data. Getting the data into warehouse from various channels. Whereas other one, the right side analyst we call, nothing but the data analytics, Fabric Data Analytics. Let me bring you the updated certification website, certification of, like the actual emblem for you, the certification image for you to make it more easier and clear for you. I'll bring it for you. So here it is. I just got it and By mistake, I think my developer, got this item with a different certification. So let me just make it clear, and I'll just release my screen to make it more useful for you on my screen. So fabric data engineer is different. Fabric analytics engineering is different. Simply say fabric data engineer, fabric data analytics. Without Power BI left, with Power BI right. It's something like this, friends. Very simple and straight. Fabric is a one shop for every data needs. You are involved in reading the data, mash up the data, and store the data. We need to go for the left side engineer. If you are focusing on analysis, reporting, visualization, dashboarding, at the same time data mining activities, AI copilot activities, then right side analytics. Both are entirely different. I mean to say on my screen now, left side has more components: fabric data factory, fabric data flow, and fabric PySpark concepts. I mean fabric notebooks we call it. PySpark and TSQL and Spark SQL notebooks. It involves two storehouses, warehouse, lake house. So this 8 weeks journey can make us a true complete data engineer, 2 months course total, including a live real-time project. Whereas fabric data analyst DP 600 involves Power BI, Copilot, and data activator. No separate storage components like a lake house or a warehouse, nothing like that. It's more into reporting. In fact, there are two certifications. One is PL300, other one DP700. So DP600. I repeat, PL300, DP600 for data analysts. Here it is on my screen to make it clear. So DP700 is all about ETL and warehouse or storage, big data storage. DP600 is the creamy part, that is mainly into analytics. So fabric is into ETL, warehouse, lakehouse, nothing but the big data storage as well as analytics. It can help us to play with any type of data. OLTP, files, unstructured, semi-structured web data sources, as well as other sources like social feeds and tweets. Anything. Fabric as solution for us. In my classes, I can guide you step by step. If you practice on time, trust me, you'll enjoy the actual stream and the continuity of the classes in a simplified way. All I need your support with on-time practice. So in my classes for fabric data engineer, in order to make you a true fabric data engineer, you need to spend time with me technically for module 1 MSSQL and TSQL queries, which is completely optional. You are aware of the concepts, you can simply skip this module, directly step into number 2, fabric data factory and data flow. A nice user interface ETL, extract, transform, load. I repeat this one, the ETL is into two different departments: user interface ETL and code based ETL. We are going to learn module 2, the user interface ETL, simple drag and drop. Few projects will be using this module 2 for ETL. However, it's good to have more flexibility. Module 3 Python, and then module 4 PySpark, notebooks, coding. It's not programming. Let me tell you, friends, it's not programming. It is all about scripting. I'll be guiding you how to do easy scripting with AI, part of Fabric. Yes, whenever we log into Fabric Cloud, there are built-in AI extensions that need to be used in majority cases to make the things easier and optimized. Of course, we need to put our effort as well. It's not like, okay, it's not like a chat GPT or some Google bot or Gemini wherein I type something and I get something else and I simply paste. It's not like that. Let me tell you, friends, we're in a technology. Non-IT is different for AI implementations and IT is different for AI implementations, especially big data technologies. We can't depend much on the automations. Remember, it's our responsibility to verify everything before we go live. It's our duty, right? So we are being paid for it. We have to do justice to it. So make sure we get module 3 before we get into 4. So 2 and 4 are the main items, the backbone units, module 2 and 4. 1 very much mandatory and 3 good to have it recommended. So my course includes module 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 you can skip if in case you're already aware of SQL. So here it is, the journey lines. I'm repeating once again. The fabric engineering involves, number 1, different kinds of sources with ETL operations and fabric warehouse, fabric lakehouse, big data storage operations. This ETL and warehouse is our course, the complete green items. I repeat, the complete green items is our actual course, as simple as that. So every example we are going to enjoy in our classes will be surely practical, step by step. At the same time, need your support. Every concept involves some assignments. Really, it involves assignment. Every day we'll be taking good number of concepts. Either you opt for module 1, just wait please 1 minute please. I'll just make sure I'll double check my connection. Yes, everything is set right. We'll start with module 1, which is completely optional. But module 2, 3, 4 and 5, I want you to do your best, give your best. We are going to learn all these items practically step by step. And with this content, let me show you the concept-wise curriculum or the chapter-wise roster for my entire fabric data engineering course. Kindly make sure we do on-time practice throughout the classes. That's very, very important. It should be throughout the classes, please. Next, with this content, of course, I did a small correction for the certification I am showing you right now. For some reason, the certification is not showing correctly. So let me just make sure I refresh my screen correctly now on my screen. Yes, we have total 4 modules. Module 1 optional, but in case you wanted to have a revisit of SQL fundamentals like merge, normal forms, common table expressions, window functions, rank, dense rank, row number, partition by, and in case you would like to refresh procedures, functions, views and row level security, joins, self joins, subqueries, etc., go for module 1 as a recap, revisit if in case you really want it. Actual course has module 2, 3, 4 in sequence. I request you to take a print screen of this entire slide if possible. I'll provide you on WhatsApp as well as email during our actual intro class on all this content once again anyway. I'll do it. My course also includes complete CI/CD integrations. I'm here to guide you step by step on all possible fabric data engineer job oriented activities. I need to care about your resume. I'll do it slowly. And final part, complete notes, I'll take care. Assignments, I repeat once again concept wise. You practice the things carefully so that I can give you more and more assignments. You submit more, you get more. That's how it goes. Please, we are doing it for our sake and for our resume sake. So, of course, my classes will have serious, cautious, and yes, good number of participants who are really eager to learn and interactive to understand more in my classes. I am pretty sure I'll be able to I have been getting good number of active, serious learners who really have the actual spark or the enthusiasm to learn. So let's connect together. Let's understand more about our resume requirements. And then we'll start our classes. Once we talk each other, we can get the actual understanding of each other, right? Before we step forward. If you're in Hyderabad, yes, we can meet in person. I'll be available in my high-tech city branch on weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Or you can also have a connection on Google or Zoom or live or any other social media. We can connect for live meet. Let's talk each other. Let's understand more about the course. Let me understand your actual requirements, right? Then we can proceed further to gel together with the technology. I can make you a true fabric software engineer at the junior or mid or senior level. But you need to give me at least 1 to 2 hours a day for practice. With this content, we'll stop for now. Let's go for one-to-one call or one-to-one interaction, maybe a live meet or phone call to understand your actual resume needs. Thank you so much, and I'll be waiting for your message. Please message me. You can call to any of these numbers or message to any of these numbers, and we can take it from there for a small one-to-one meet, online or in person, before you step into my actual classes. See you soon in my actual live classes. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye and